shift, shift, shift. Change your hand. Please change your hand. Use the next column and a different hand. Okay, let us stop it. Let us stop. Now I will wait for responses. Okay, you can use your chat box and type out your responses. How many times did you write your name with your dominant hand? With your dominant hand. I'm checking out the responses on the chat box. How many times did you write with your dominant hand? Okay. 8 times, 8 times. Only one time? Okay. 7 times, 6 times, 10 times. Okay. Only once. Somebody says only once. Okay. 7 times. Taking responses. 30 more seconds. Taking responses. Somebody said 10. 10 times. Okay. Now, how many times did you exactly write with your non-dominant hand? With your non-dominant hand. The hand that you're not comfortable with. Once. Okay. Somebody said 4, which is still good. Wow. 2, 3. Once, 2 times. 3. Wow. All right. Lovely. Lovely. Thank you so much for the responses. I'm overwhelmed. Let me ask you a question. Were you ever in such a situation in your real life? Were you required to do what you're not comfortable with? Tell me a yes or a no. You can show thumbs up, thumbs down. Did life put you in situations where you were required to do something that you're not comfortable doing? Yes. I'm just waiting for a no from someone. I think somebody, if one of you says no, you will be guru for the entire Value Labs. We want to understand, why no? Yeah. I'm sure everybody says yes. Okay. Somebody says no. Anil Kasula, can I get a response from you? If you're comfortable, if you're in a conducive environment, could you tell us why is it a no? Were you ever not thrown challenges at?
No, there were challenges, but maybe I did not feel it like a challenge. That
awesome. Okay, you were ready to embrace it. You were willing, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
All right, very, very well said. So yes, you all said yes, right? So now, do you think you can improve, or you can write better with your non-dominant hand eventually? Is it possible to get better at writing even with non-dominant hand? Okay, somebody says no readily. No, okay. Yes, somebody says yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, you could improve over time with practice. Yes, our brain is very smart. The ability for the brain to change, to make new connections and learn new things. This is called neuroplasticity. In normal words, it is called brain plasticity, right? Yeah. When you give new experiences to your brain, when you put yourself through challenges, your brain will adapt to it and things will get easier. You will be able to do things easily, right? So now, can I say that it is our mindset that is holding us back? It is mindset that is holding us back, not the circumstance. Yes or no? Okay, somebody is saying yes, yes, yes. Yes. It is our mindset that is holding us back. So on that note, I'm welcoming you to today's session again, yet again, for those who have joined again, joined a little late. So this is all about growth mindset. How are we going to, culture a growth mindset inside us? Let me ask you a few questions. Again, I will require you all to type yes or no in the chat box. Not questions. I'll make some statements. Okay. If you agree with the statement, you will say yes in the chat box. If you don't agree, you will say no. Right? Leaders cannot be made, they are born. Yes or no? Leaders cannot be made, they are born. Yes or no? Okay. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Lovely, lovely. Awesome. The next question. Achievers, successful people like A.R. Rahman, Elon Musk, Sundar Pichai. These are achievers because they are gifted. Yes or no? A.R. Rahman, Elon Musk, Sundar Pichai, all great achievers are achievers because they are gifted. Yes or no? I'll require responses on the chat box. I'm checking out. Okay, no again. Okay. Yes. One last question or last statement. Successful people are born lucky. Successful people are born lucky. Yes or no? Yes or no on the chat box. Successful people are born lucky. Okay, okay. All right. All three no's. I have received only no's. So thankfully, we are all prepared, well prepared for the day's session. Thank you so much for your positivity. Somebody was very sweet enough to say there is no luck. Very nice. Let me take you all forward to today's session about growth mindset. In today's session, we'll explore what kind of mindset we have and how mindset impacts our life, both at a personal level and also at a professional level. And we'll also try and understand why we behave in a certain way and how we can go forward to unleash the potential hidden within each one of us, right? We'll try and understand why people do what they do, right? And we can just understand what is exactly meant by growth mindset. Yes. What do you see on the screen, the slide? Can somebody help me with what that picture is? If you know it, you can type it again on the chat box. What movie is that? Anybody watch this movie? Wow, wow. Pursuit of Happiness. Lovely, lovely. So does anybody know the summary of this movie, the plot of the movie? You can give me a verbal response. Please tell us what happens in the movie. Anybody with a verbal response? Wow. Okay. Sai Krishna is saying, try and try until you get success. Do not depend on luck. Don't give up. Keep trying. Never stop trying. Struggle to success. All right. For those of you who haven't watched this film, let me quickly brief you the plot. So this movie is Pursuit of Happiness. Who acted in this movie? Who's that fellow? The lead actor? Will Smith. Okay, somebody said Will Smith. Okay, all right. So life is a struggle, for a single father, Chris Gardner, enacted by Will Smith. So he gets evicted from their apartment. He and his young son, they find themselves alone with no place to go. Even though, Chris eventually lands a job, no, as an intern at a brokerage firm, the position actually pays no money. Yes, these two fellows, they live in shelters and, they endure many hardships. But Chris or Will Smith, he refuses to give up. He struggles to create a better life for himself and for his son. That is the story. If you haven't watched this movie, I think you all will have to watch this after the session because it's weekend anyway. So yes, these values and skills can be practiced. All of us can practice, by which we can overcome difficulties and we can aspire for greater success. So that exactly is what is shown in the movie. Going forward, these are the mindset. This is how the mind of people with fixed mindset speaks. And this is how the people with growth mindset speak or think. Fixed mindset, people with a fixed mindset say, I'm not good at this. Oh God, I'm done. I give up now. Whatever is now with me is good enough for me. I can't do any better. This is getting too hard. These are the dialogues that keep ringing in people's minds who have a fixed mindset. Whereas people with growth mindset say, what else can I try? How differently can I do something? If plan A doesn't work, do I have a plan B? Can I make a plan B? This is how flexible and positive growth mindset thinks like. I think this mistake helped me learn something. I'm not going to repeat this. That's what growth mindset says. Okay, is this my best work? Am I just this good or can I be better? How can I be better? That is how growth mindset thinks. That is what growth mindset says. I will try, I can try, and I will improve. I am here to do better. I'm here to do great stuff. That is what growth mindset says, right? So now that said, what exactly do you all understand by mindset? You can give me responses. You can take clues from the slide also. What is mindset? Mindset. What is mindset according to you? Way of thinking, lovely. I'm getting this perception, awesome, that's a great word. Belief, okay. Waiting for responses. You can take cues and clues from the slide, but yet please share your opinions. What do you understand by mindset? Let me ask you a follow-up question. How do people frame a mindset? Okay, mindset is a collection of thoughts, which is a belief system. Lovely, lovely. All of this is right. Let me ask you, how do people develop a certain kind of mindset? All of us are not same, right? All of us are different people and different mindsets. What exactly makes people develop a certain mindset? Answers from experience. Okay, through experience, depends on situation, life experiences, how you think, feel, and behave from people around. Okay, okay. Awesome. All of these have been great responses. Necessity, comfort zone. Okay. All of this is right. Yes, our experiences, people around, how we learn, how we look at things, our perceptions, all of this shape a mindset. So yes, a mindset is
just a second. I'm sorry to cut you in the middle. I see people logging in with random names. I urge everybody to change their name to first name followed by their last name. Just hover the mouse to your name and you see an option called more. Click on rename and then you can rename your name. See, for example, I see Arjun Potula. That's absolutely fine, not a problem. But I see few names with guest, and there's only 4-letter name called Giri. It will be really helpful for us if you guys can rename your name and then give your surname. That's the last name. It will be helpful for us while marking the attendance. Okay. Thank you so much. Over to you, Madhuri. You can continue.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Rohit. Thanks, Rohit. Yeah, another 10 seconds. Please help yourself with changing the name and we'll resume the session. 10 seconds.
Not everybody, but only the ones who are required to do so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, and yes. Let me tell you a story of this person called Walt Disney. Heard of his name? Who's Walt Disney? On the chat box. That is the only way we can communicate. Or if you want to give verbal response, I'm more than happy. Yeah, one who created Disney World, okay. One who created Mickey Mouse, founder of Disney, yes. Did you know that Walt Disney started his animation career so poor, he had to eat dog food? Anybody heard of this hardships he went through? And the first thing he created, anybody has an idea? I mean, the first thing that gave him some success, what was that cartoon character? It was not Mickey Mouse. It was something else. Oswald the Rabbit. Yeah, he created that little thing called Oswald the Rabbit. That was the first thing that gave him some good success. But then he lost rights to that character. Somebody did something and he lost rights to that character, and then he came back to square one. And then he created Mickey Mouse. You know what he was told? He was told that the character can never succeed because a large mouse on screen would scare kids and women. They'll be scared by looking at a large mouse. That's what he was told. But Disney did not give up on Mickey Mouse or any of his other characters. And now we know the magnitude of Disney. Yeah, it is dominant worldwide. We have theme parks, we have movies, and the entertainment is unparalleled, right? So this is an important lesson all of us can learn from Disney as we go through life. There will be naysayers, there will be people who contradict, there will be people who don't understand what you want to achieve or your vision. But then our gut is right. When your heart is in it, you can really do to unleash your real potential, and it can really pay off. You agree, disagree? The evolution towards a growth mindset is definitely uncomfortable. It's not easy. Yes, it gets philosophical. It gets very comfortable talking about it. But yes, the actual truth is the evolution towards a growth mindset is very uncomfortable. Difficult emotions are a natural part of the learning process, right? But we are prepared. We are undaunting. And, we are ready to embrace it. And that is what is required to start the journey towards growth mindset and nothing else, right? This beautiful story, all of us know this story, right? Who won the race? I'm not going to, narrate the story. It will get boring. All of us know this is one of the most popular stories that we have had in our childhood. And this continues to be one of the most popular stories today also. What happened at the end? What's the climax? Okay, somebody says turtle. What happens to the turtle? Okay, let me ask you a question in a different way. What exactly, how can we put exactly the fixed mindset statements in this story? If tortoise, because tortoise is something that runs very slow, or rather it crawls, or it walks very slowly. But rabbit is a fast runner. If the turtle had to, let's say the turtle had a fixed mindset, how do you think its mind would have spoken? Yes. Some dialogues. I'll give you the first dialogue as an example. I'm becoming a tortoise with a fixed mindset. I am not going to participate in the race. That is my fixed mindset saying. Yeah, turtle would have given up, Santosh said. Some more fixed mindset statements as a turtle. All of us will become the turtle first and we'll have fixed mindset. Some dialogues I'm expecting in the chat box. Fixed mindset dialogues. Okay. I'm not talking about growth mindset. I'm talking about fixed mindset. Okay, I can't. Great. I can't participate in the race. That is the dialogue. Yes. Any more? Can you think of? It is impossible. La. Kya baat hai? I can't win with that rat. Huh? Okay. With that brat, negative thoughts. I can't win. Yes, all of this. But on the contrary, what? Yes, rabbit is faster and I can't win the race. Lovely, lovely. I'm too tired to indulge in it. It is what it is. Wow, wow. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But luckily, fortunately, the turtle had a growth mindset. It said, I will take it up. I'm going to do it. Let me see what I have in store. Let me fail, but let me try. That is exactly what happened in the story. And ultimately, who wins the race? Yeah, the turtle wins the race. Yes. The turtle had a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. Whereas the hare had a fixed mindset. It said, I am a superstar. Nobody can beat me. And let me take a nap. And you all know what happened at the end. Similarly, as per the story also, neuroscience has proved that our brains continue to develop and change, even as adults. Neuroplasticity allows our neural pathways to develop by doing or thinking in a particular way, right? The things that we do or say more often become hardwired into our brains as habits. They become habits. This defines the roots in our brain, which become easier for us to use, right? So that exactly is what is meant by neuroplasticity. Your brain can be shaped according to your thoughts. Say, I can do it, I want to do it, I want to try it, you will do it. Say, I can't do it, I don't want to do it, I'll eventually lose, that's it. So yes, saying is the first thing that we're doing to embrace a growth mindset. Yes, lovely. I have a quick video to show you all. And after the video, you will come and tell me what are the growth mindset responses you have seen in the video. I'm playing the video.
Once upon a time, a turtle and a rabbit had an argument about who was faster. They decided to settle the argument with a race. The turtle and the rabbit both agreed on a route and started off the race. The rabbit shot ahead and ran briskly for some time. Then, seeing he was far ahead of the turtle, he thought he'd sit under a tree for some time and relax before continuing the race. He sat under the tree and soon fell asleep. The turtle, plodding on, overtook him and soon finished the race. Emerging as the undisputed champ, the rabbit woke up and realized that he'd lost the race. The moral of the story is that slow and steady wins the race. This is the version of the story that we've all grown up with. But our version of the story continues. The rabbit was disappointed at losing the race, and he did some thinking. He realized that he'd lost the race only because he had been overconfident, careless, and lax. If he had not taken things for granted, there's no way the turtle could have beaten him. So, he challenged the turtle to another race. The turtle agreed. This time, the rabbit went all out and ran without stopping from start to finish. He won by several miles. The moral of the story? Fast and consistent will always beat the slow and steady. It's good to be slow and steady, but it's better to be fast and reliable. But the story doesn't end here. The turtle did some thinking this time and realized that there's no way he can beat the rabbit in a race the way it was currently formatted. He thought for a while and then challenged the rabbit to another race, but on a slightly different route. The rabbit agreed. The turtle and rabbit started off. In keeping with his self-made commitment to be consistently fast, the rabbit took off and ran at top speed until he came to a broad river. The finishing line was a couple of kilometers on the other side of the river. The rabbit sat there, wondering what to do. In the meantime, the turtle trundled along, got into the river, swam to the opposite bank, continued walking, and finished the race. The moral of the story? First, identify your core competency and then change the playing field to suit your core competency. The story still hasn't ended. The turtle and rabbit by this time had become pretty good friends, and they did some thinking together. Both realized that the last race could have been run much better. So, the turtle and rabbit decided to do the last race again, but to run as a team this time. They started off, and this time the rabbit carried the turtle till the riverbank. There, the turtle took over and swam across with the rabbit on his back. On the opposite bank, the rabbit again carried the turtle, and they reached the finishing line together. Both the turtle and rabbit felt a greater sense of satisfaction than they'd felt earlier. The moral of the story: it's good to be individually brilliant and to have strong core competencies. But unless you're able to work in a team and harness each other's core competencies, you'll always perform below par, because there will always be situations at which you'll do poorly and someone else does well. Teamwork is mainly about situational leadership, letting the person with the relevant core competency for a situation take leadership. And that is the end of the story.
All right, now it's time. Type in the chat box, what are the growth mindset behaviors we have seen in this particular video? Over to all of you. I'm looking at the chat box, eagerly waiting for your responses. What are the growth mindset behaviors we have seen in this streak of stories? Identify your strengths, okay? Teamwork, identify core talents and explore the paths. Yeah. Waiting for more responses. Consistency. Together we hit harder, okay? Lovely. Yes. Dedication, determination. Yes, yes. All right. Thank you for the beautiful responses. Allowing others to do their parts. So slow and steady wins. Never underestimate the other and pull together to achieve targets. Helping each other. All right. All right. Thank you so much for these responses. Going forward, when exactly do you all think fixed mindset comes in picture? When a fixed mindset comes in picture? When do you usually experience a fixed mindset? Because, you know, we are all a combination of fixed and growth mindset. It is not that our mindset is completely growth mindset. It is not, nor is it even completely fixed. So when do you think your fixed mindset comes into play? When does fixed mindset come into play? All right. I hope you still have that book and pen with you. Do you have it? Okay. When you're not working, somebody said, okay. Yes, yes. When we are backed into a corner, when things are, okay, not going smoothly, when you stop thinking, okay, okay. Lovely. When we are not habituated to a particular situation, when being lazy, when you overthink. Yes, agreed. Right. Right. So yes, do you all think you have experienced fixed mindset then? A thumbs up, everybody. Have you all experienced a fixed mindset at some point in life? Show me a thumbs up if yes. Yeah, yeah. So many thumbs ups. Okay, 4. Yes, yes. So what we'll do, I said you have a book and a pen, right? Take that book and a pen and we'll understand something called growth mindset continuum going forward. And we'll understand something else about optimism also. Take that book and draw a human figure like this. Like this. Yes. You see something on the slide? Draw a human figure. It could be just one round, nothing more than that. Right? Draw a figure like this. And then you consider something in the past that happened with you, wherever you experienced fixed mindset. And around this figure, you write whatever are the thoughts you experienced. You know, like, I can't do this project. I am resigning this damn job, right? My boss is senseless. I don't make any meaning out of what is happening in my life. I am a failure. Whatever you have experienced, not philosophy. Whatever you have experienced, draw this round and write around that. At least 5. At least 5. I'm waiting for you all. If you're done with the activity, drop a thumbs up in the box, chat box. So I'll resume the session. At least 5 fixed mindset triggers that you have experienced in your real life. In your recent happenings, both professional and personal life. Could you please mute your speaker? Could you please mute it? Because there's some disturbance. Can I request everybody to mute it? All right. So we have written all the fixed mindset triggers that we have experienced, right? All right. We'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. Let us now understand what optimism is, right? Optimism. Can you help me understand what optimism is? How many of us are patient when we stop or when a red signal stops us? Show me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I will show 100 thumbs down. I want to see some thumbs up also. Are we patient when red signal stops us? I'm looking for thumbs ups or thumbs. Only one person is patient. Wow, I knew it. Yes? Okay, waiting for responses. Then show me a thumbs down. We are not patient. Thumbs down is also welcome. Thumbs down, lovely. I don't know who this response is, but I sincerely appreciate the honesty. I think it is Mridul Sen. Sorry. All right. So optimism is hope. Optimism is not happiness. Optimism is hope that things will change. Optimism is hope that you can contribute to changing the things around you, changing the things that are happening with you, right? All of us remember this glass full or glass empty, which teachers had told us in childhood. You know, they draw a glass on the board and they fill it half, and they ask students to say whether it is glass half full or half empty. And people who say the glass is half full are seen as optimistic people, and people who say the glass is half empty are seen as pessimistic people. Anybody who did this exercise in childhood or at workplace or anywhere else? You must have done it. So optimism is just that little hope where you look at the positive side of the world. So now let me connect this optimism to the exercise that we just did, right? This paper, how can we get optimistic? I'll introduce you all to a word called yet, right? Yet. So this yet will change your mindset because you believe, and the belief will lead you to act, and acting will definitely lead you to grow, right? So now around this one, you have written statements, right? That was fixed mindset. Now to make it or to convert it into growth mindset, we will use this word called yet at the end of each sentence, and write something else that is positive. At the end of each sentence, I want you all to convert it into something positive. You must have written, I hate my job. Yeah, and yet I will try and improve my own experience. I will learn the skills required. I will try and interact with more people. That might help you change your hatred for the job. It might convert it into some kind of positivity. So write a sentence after putting a yet at the end of every negative statement you just wrote around your fixed mindset persona. Is everybody writing? I believe you're writing. If you could help me with some responses, some verbal responses. I want to just hear how you have written. Or you could also type out in the chat box. I'm typing something. I typed it for you. I can't lose this weight. Sitting at home, working from home, I've put on some extra kilos. Yeah, I'm sure this must have happened with some of you also. So I said, the earlier persona, the fixed mindset said, I can't lose this damn weight. But now I put a yet there and I said, I can't lose weight yet. Let me try going for a morning walk. Might work. So this power of yet will lead you to believe in yourself, and thereby it will enable you to act. And when you act, it is natural that you're going to grow. Yes. For this, you need to be aware of your fixed mindset triggers. And that's the reason why we have made those triggers around our own persona, because all of us have a certain level of fixed mindset inside us, and we also have growth mindset inside us. We keep using both according to the convenience and according to the situation around us. And this one, called as the 3R growth mindset model, is something that will help us embrace and sustain the growth mindset for a long time. 3R model: resilience, resolution, and response. When the task gets tough, we have to make sure that we keep going. We can never achieve things at one go, but we can move ahead one step at a time. Small steps lead to greater heights. That is resilience. Resolution, the second R. Okay, when I say 3R, I'm sure you're not going back to that movie that's released today. Huh? This is a different 3R, not the RRR film, right? Resolution, we are ready and we are willing to learn from the mistakes that just happened with us, and we understand how we can rectify them and how we can implement the learning going forward. That is resolution for us, the second R. And the last R, called response, is we're going to stick to the goals that we have set for ourselves. We are looking at the result and we are ready to change the strategy if we cannot reach our goal with the old strategy, because results are what speak at workplace, at least, if not outside. This is the 3R growth mindset model. We have to be resilient and we have to look at the resolution, and we also have to take response from our own life's happenings. That is 3R growth mindset model for you. And believing, acting, and growing by identifying our own negative fixed mindset triggers and adding a yet at the end of each of those triggers. So when you add a yet, you will believe in yourself, you will act, and thereby you will grow. That is it for us. All right. Let us now look at how your mind will think with a growth mindset. Let us say in a project review, you were told that your work is not as per expectations and it is impacting the project negatively. What is the immediate fixed mindset trigger that you get on your minds? Yes. People or the team, the big heads in your team, the project managers, they said that you're not doing well, or you have not met expectations. It is impacting the project negatively. In such a situation, the first fixed mindset trigger that you get on your mind. I want a response on the chat box, please. Okay, that's not right. Lovely. Anil Kasula, thank you so much. Yes, all of us think the same. Oh God, it can't be right. Oh God, I put my best efforts. Oh God, I have slogged. These people are unfair. What else? I'm waiting for more responses. Yes. What does your mind say when your project head comes over to you and says your efforts have not paid? It's impacting the project negatively. More responses, please. I'm not recording these responses and sending across to your project heads. Huh? That's a promise. If you have a doubt on me, please kill it. Okay. Everybody is smiling, is it? So you're not trusting me, huh? You think I'm a bridge between you and the top people? All right. All right. What are the reasons, evidences to conclude that, please? Awesome. This is a fair demand. Sandeep Ayannavaram. Awesome. Yes, yes. All right. Let me now state, don't ask me, how can you state that our project, that the performance is not good or whatsoever? How can you state that, Madhuri? What do you know about our work? What do you know about the complications in our project? Don't wage a war against me. I'm a sweet little thing. So tell me, if that were to be true, if all the review were to be true, right? Now you bring your growth mindset in action. Now you bring your growth mindset in action and tell me 3 actions that you would do in order to, prove an asset to your team. Yes. Now you have decided that you are going to be a great asset to your team. What are those 3 growth mindset dialogues that you would tell yourself at that point? With that, we have come to the end of our session, and a few more goodies I have for you towards the end. Okay. Somebody said, let me try this. What will you exactly try? You will try going around to people, talking to them. You will try, getting better at skills. What are the dialogues? Let's keep the dialogues very specific. I'm waiting for responses on the chat box. If the review were to be true and that your numbers haven't been great, what exactly is your growth mindset telling you at that point? Because we have already killed the fixed mindset. We are not cursing the bosses. We are not cursing the disturbances. We are not cursing the client. We are only optimistic. We are looking to take a shift to growth mindset. Yes. To find the solution? Yes. Will work as per expectation? Yes. I can be better? Okay. I should not repeat this. I'm taking responses. Okay. I will identify areas which needs improvement. I will draft an action plan to improve. Okay. Awesome. Rupa says, let me know the areas where I need to improve. I will work on those. Seeking feedback. Lovely, lovely. Being open to feedback. Back to basics. Understanding the gaps and finding out a way. Exceed the expectations set by the manager. Wow. Avinash is already geared up. Superb, Avinash. Awesome. All right. So yes, whenever life requires us to write something with a non-dominant hand, it is natural that our mindset says a no. Like we already discussed, it is not easy. Embracing a growth mindset is not easy. If you think it is happening only to you, I'm sorry, it is not just you. The whole world, even the most successful person on earth, says no to a difficult situation. And then he slowly pampers his mind. He slowly tells his mind that, you know, this is workable, this can be done. And he will then maybe draft a plan for himself and take those small steps towards success. I hope you have not, I hope you all know the story of Jack Ma. Yes? All of us know people who have built empires from scratch. So yes, everybody has a fixed mindset. Everybody has a negative mindset. But yes, we require some efforts to move towards growth mindset. If you think negativity is masking you, understand that it is natural. Understand that we are humans. Understand that negativity is natural. Understand that fixed mindset is also natural. Once you understand, you gain that awareness, and that is when you will try to break those fixed mindset triggers. And that is when you will believe, and then you will act, and then you will grow. That exactly is the shift. That exactly is what is required when we move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Let me quickly present the summary for you. We have come to the end of today's session, and I have quick goodies for people, some resources to refer to after the session. Yes. Finding the right path is using your experiences, mistakes to help you make new decisions and create new opportunities for yourself. It is all your homework that you have to do. And trust me, nobody is born lucky, nobody is born successful, nobody is gifted. Our brain has ability to restructure or rewire itself when it recognizes the need for adaptation. Yes, I hope you all know this emperor's story who lost his kingdom, and then he went into this on a mountain, and then he was sitting there without food, without anything, and then he was just observing things around him, and then a spider came. A spider was just building its own web. You know what happened? When the spider started, building its web, a huge wave of air came and the entire thing fell off, right? And then you think the spider gave up? No, the spider actually started all over again from scratch. And the damn it air came back again. The wind again damaged the house. And this happened 4 times or 5 times, but the spider did not give up. The spider built a beautiful web. And this lost emperor was observing everything from a corner. You know what he did after observing the spider? He went back into the war. He actually fought with the enemies and he won that war. This is a real story. If you want to know the story, you have to go Google and find out for yourself. This is a very popular story that I was taught in my childhood. Yes. Identify what drives you to grow. Growth mindset is a core skill, and people without a growth mindset will not be recruited or hired also. Like we all said, everyone is a mixture of fixed mindset and growth mindset. All that we have to do is to inflate our growth mindset and deflate our fixed mindset. And you need efforts to develop a growth mindset. It just does not come like that. You need to put some practice. Negativity comes, negativity is possible, negativity is inevitable, but yes, you can practice growth mindset. That's all for you. That's all is growth mindset for you. And now if I say, these are the 3 questions I have for you. I got this versus we got this. What would you say? Last poll of the day. 3 minutes, we have to close the session. I got this versus we got this. Now, please pick the growth mindset, growth mindset trigger. Okay, we. Avoid or revisit. When it comes to mistakes, avoid or revisit. Avoid or revisit. Revisit. Somebody says avoid. Okay, avoid or revisit. Okay, ask for help or try to solve yourself. Ask for help or try to solve yourself. Ask for help or try to solve yourself. What is your choice? Ask for help. Ask for help. Yes. Let me say, asking for help is not a weakness. It's a strength. You are actually building a rapport with the opposite person. Also, you are telling him that you are there for him when he needs something from you. Yes. Asking for help when the need arises, not all the time. If I ask Rohit, please, facilitate the session for me every other time, Rohit will write a letter to the CEO and I'll be thrown out. Yeah, not all the time. Asking for help when the need arises. All right, I kept saying goodies, right? These are 3 beautiful books that you have that will help you understand how mind can work wonders. The Power of Yet. These 3 books helped me in making today's content. Michael O. Benjamin has written The Power of Yet, how Yet helps you shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. And the next one is Mindset. It is one of the best sellers. And it is one of the books which has everything about mindset, right? It was written by this beautiful lady, Carol, and you have everything that a mind can do in achieving greater heights in life. So please try this book if you're a book reader. And the last one, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. This is also one of the great books that help people embrace growth mindset for professional success. These are the 3 books I got for you. If you are a reader of books, you can go. And The Power of Yet, I think, is also available as a TED Talk on YouTube, which is free for you to access on YouTube. So you can try that as well. All right, that is the end of today's session, and I have closed it on dot 359. I have not exceeded. Thank you so much for joining today's session. I loved interacting with you and I was overwhelmed with the number of messages I got on the chat box. You kept continuously interacting with me and that made me understand that you're following and that I'm not just blabbering to a blank screen. It is sometimes very weird, talking to just a computer screen without